Chills.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman.
How are you?
Everybody else, thank you for the time. I know you must be tired. Actually, it's perfect following Bajat. I'm born and raised in Cumberland, and very, very similar story. Almost a copycat. I didn't know that you just closed the first door. April 30th, we'll be closing our very first store. We've been open since 1955. For the first time, I've only been here twice. My family's only been here twice.
Sorry, what store is it?
Chumside, Cello's Restaurant, and Blue Underwater, and Roy Joe's down in Wakefield, which will be closing April 30th. Tough decision. Tough decision. But lease was coming up. Chris Taro from Siena said it best. I think the only other time I've been here, I think it was for the food tax increase. And he said, you know, since when did we become the bad guys? That other gentleman that was up there, I don't know if you're still here, and I don't know where the hell you got your numbers from. It should be $18 an hour, he says. I don't know where the math came from. If your father from 1960, I'm telling you, on my children's lives, one of them sitting right there, graduate from Northeastern, business degree, finance degree, marketing degree. We had a meeting about 2 months ago with our accountants, and we changed from, and we just finished our last renovation. What's supposed to be our last? Our property store, 1.2 million. Warwick's Nets, that's canceled. We're now, I swear on my kids, we're now looking at an exit strategy. Because this state isn't treating our family the same way we treated it. The increases in the taxes and trying to open a new restaurant, forget it. I don't know how anybody does it. The loopholes, the permitting process, the months you have to go through before you can start banging one nail. Please listen to me, this is so important. While you're taking a loan out, first you gotta get the loan, and you have to try to make this work. And you pray to God that it works. Just my brother and I, because it's a family business, and third generation, so we, thank God, you know, weather permitting, Blue Underwater, we're doing very well, thankfully. But there's a lot of challenges. And you don't know if they're going to come. It's you know, it's not the Cello name. Thankfully, we're doing okay. This is our 7th season, I think. But unless somebody here tonight can tell me, really, why, because we need to open more. There's too many kids coming up, you know, in their 30s. Why should we open one more restaurant in this state? We loved the state. Loved. It's not the same. It's not fair. And I know you're taking our word for it. And I want to say, I wish my accountant was here, but then you might not believe him. Go to, please, before you make a decision, go to accountant firms out there. Maybe some of you accountants, I don't know. And if someone who knows the restaurant industry, because that gentleman that came up here and said $18 an hour, we're all done. Ask anyone in here. Murphy's, by the way, phenomenal place. Bob from Greg's Restaurant, you ever hear of him? Second best chocolate cake in the state.
Second best.
Anybody who thinks differently can leave. So, I mean, how many years you been around? How long has Greg's been around? 50? 65 years, 63 years. The pie's only so big, there's not much left, I'm telling you. If you knew what he get paid, I'm embarrassed at what he gets paid. We can't, there's too many kids, and it's just, you can't afford it. One of our top 2 employees, both black guys, I don't know if that matters or not, because that's how we were brought up. My grandparents came from Albania, immigrants, and they were picked on. I forget what they used to get called, my father said, but it wasn't pretty for my grandfather. He worked at Lonsdale Bleachery down in Lincoln. And he always made sure, this goes back to the last hearing, you know, equal pay for everybody, which I totally agree with. It doesn't matter what color they are, what religion they believe in, whether they're gay, whether they're straight, it doesn't matter what they are. You don't judge them. The best person gets the right job, and that's how we are. Well, the reason I'm saying is, our number 2 second highest person, there's 2 brothers, Louis Brito, 6 figures, his younger brother just made 6 figures. He's a GM of our Warwick store. Just bought a condo near us on Fort Lauderdale Beach in Florida. Now, ours was given to us. My father bought it 40-some odd years ago. He's a floor under us. He just sent a picture. I don't know if you saw it. You see it? He says salt and pepper, because he's very dark, and my brother's down there with him. We're a very, very family-oriented business, and we care about our people, and almost nobody starts at minimum wage. But we can't afford to say every single person, we employ just under 1,200, by the way, just in Rhode Island, just one family. We're proud of that. We've given millions. Sick children are number one. Make-A-Wish is number one. The kids that don't have a chance of survival. Hasbro, you name it. And then everything, Paget's disease, you name it, we give to it. My father, my uncles, that we were born and raised that way. We're giving less and less. Eric Holmes tells us, guys, you gotta cut back. We just can't give as much. It's killing us. The bottom line just isn't there. And you know what? This gentleman here, this guy, Aaron Regenberg, I have to say this. I met him one time. Angelo, Billy Kitsillas from Angelo's Pizza, Dale Venturini, I think, Bob, you were there, and didn't know him, and we were meeting the different reps, and we're in 8 different communities throughout the state, so I was invited, so we went, and we're meeting, and we explained who we are and what we do, and he says, I'm talking to him, the poor guy, he says, hi, go Charlie. I was kidding, you say Charlie, yeah, Charlie's restaurant. He says, you don't know how to run a restaurant. I said, what? You know, he goes, what kind of car do you drive? And then it got ugly. He has no idea what my debt is. He has no idea. Am I going somewhere I shouldn't go right now?
Yeah.
Oh, so, okay.
I
I
stopped
just-
someone else from making commentary about another
Okay.
representative.
I apologize.
But do the same, but
Yeah,
try
I
to stick
apologize.
to the merits of the
Yeah.
bill. We understand your passion,
Yeah,
and we're with you. I understand.
we don't
your
want to.
passion.
We don't want to leave the state. We're being forced to. This $15, it's going to put us over the edge. It really is. And and whether we're here or not, taking the tipped wage away from servers. Ask any. We have tons of them. None of them. I can have a busload here. And bartenders, you're going to ruin the industry. In the country, you'll ruin this industry. I don't know who the genius is that came up with that idea. It's going to hurt the state. There's going to be less tax dollars, revenues. It's going to kill the employees. None of them want it. They don't. It's going to hit, not by a little bit. I know you said, like $27, $30, at least. You're going to kill these kids and the owners and our ability to give to charities and everything else. And I'm not driving around in yachts and fancy cars, and none of us are. I think there's this mystique, like, well, because someone said, well, Mr. Celli, you're going to have to make less. No, not knowing what the pie looks like, what the bottom line is. So respectfully, we don't mind paying well, but please make sure it makes sense. We can only add so much to our menu. We're a family restaurant. You can't add any more. They just can't afford it. That's it. That's the God's honest truth. Now, my children, I hope you listen and do the right thing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.